Welcome back to StarrSoap's channel. How are you today? I'm doing good. Today I'm going to be remaking my man soap. That's right, this is a black and white soap for the men. So come with me and I'll show you how I make it. Squee! So, can you guess what we're going to do first, guys? Can anybody guess? That's right. We're going to add our cooled lye water to our cooled oils, and never the other way around, unless you want a crazy soap volcano on your hands. Now, my oils and lye are cooled to about 25 degrees Celsius, which, depending on the summer or winter months, is roughly the room temperature of my soaping room. Basically, I just get everything ready, heat up my oils, let my lye be at its temperature when it gets mixed up, which causes an exothermic reaction and causes the lye liquid to be really, really hot, and then I leave it all until it's cooled right down to around about 30 degrees, and I always make sure the lye and the oils are within 10 degrees of each other before I add them together, and that's how we can continue to maintain a lovely fluid soap. Now, a lot of talk has been happening lately about hot process soap and lots of different methods for how to do hot process soap, and some of them seem a little bit iffy to me. I don't know if I really think it's hot process if you're just doing it on your countertop, but that's not a debate I'm keen to get into. What I wanted to say about it is that for me personally, and my experience, when I'm playing with hot process soap, I don't get to have the time to do the pretty swirls and what I love to do with my soap making. So that's why cold process soap is always going to be my jam. So I've gone ahead now and separated out my soap mixture into 2 jugs, but it's very full. In the future maybe I might need bigger jugs. This is a double batch of man soap, which I don't think I've done before. I usually just make one loaf of it, but it's become a super popular soap, so I've been making more of it. So I'm going to go ahead now and add the colorants. For the white, I'm using titanium dioxide, which has been dispersed in olive oil. And for the black, I'm just using activated bamboo charcoal. Now, there has been a lot of hype around this activated charcoal lately. People have been using it to brush their teeth to get really nice white teeth and stuff like that. Personally, I'm going to keep it for the soap making purpose, but I have nothing against having nice bright white teeth. Now, as you can see from my full jug, overspill. But a lovely white colour, and the activated charcoal gives a gorgeous black colour. And more than that, it detoxifies your skin, draws out any icky yuckies, really helps with, you know, acne, pimples, oily skin, all that stuff. So the activated charcoal is more than just a colorant. It is an additive. Bonus! Now, as you might remember, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I was no longer able to get the fragrance that I always used to use for the soap. It was called Attitude Type, and I got it from Natural Candle Supply, I think. But they were an Australian company, and they had started to ship to New Zealand. They even had a branch open up in New Zealand, but then it closed, and then they said they weren't going to be shipping to New Zealand anymore. So a whole bunch of my fragrances that I used to love, I can't get anymore, and that's kind of sad. But what I have done is I've got a bunch of little samples from Zen Designs, and I did a bit of a test, and I'll leave a link below to that video where I was doing my man soap testing, and I found that Zen Designs fragrance Black Tie was really nice. It wasn't like Attitude Type. It was definitely a different scent, but still really nice, and I really like it. So that's what I'm using in this batch. Now, the only thing that I think I did wrong is I think I added a little bit too much. Now, that being said, I followed the recommended usage rate, but often I won't do that, as I've mentioned in other videos. Often I'll use half of the recommended usage rate, and I think I should have done that with this one as well. And I'll let you know later when I'm cutting the soap why I feel that way. You'll see then. But here we go, time to add the fragrance, and it seems to be performing well. It hasn't thickened the soap up, so that's awesome. So here I am removing the divider, and as I mentioned before, this is my first double batch. Usually I only make one loaf, and the reason is that I only have one set of dividers. So to get my original design, I need the dividers. That gives me a very, very simple black and white bar. So because I was doing a double batch, I just had to improvise, and that first loaf I poured just got poured like a drop swirl. So I'm really, really interested to see what you guys think you like best. Do you like the plain half white, half black bar? Or do you like it better if I let the two swirl together? Personally, I really like doing the swirl simply because it was much easier, but it also provided the excitement that you get when you don't know what it's going to look like and you're waiting to cut the soap and you're hoping for a cool swirl. I love all that. It's kind of like Lucky Dip or Christmas, and I get really, really sort of nervous, and I have like anticipation about what is the soap going to look like on the inside. And of course I don't have that so much with this design because I know what it's going to look like. But I do love swirling the very top of this one. I do a basic mantra swirl, which I think most of us know, and I've actually mastered it throughout every single bar with another soap that I've done in the past, a Herbs by the Sea. So I'll leave a link below to that video because I'm really proud of how that design came out. But I also feel really proud because I've been seeing a lot of my soapy sisters posting their men's soaps, and this mantra swirled top seems to have become a little bit of a trend for men's soaps. And I don't know, I like to think maybe I'm a bit of a trendsetter because this is how I've always done it, just swirling the very, very top and nothing else. I'm super excited to cut that other loaf though. And you can see why. Look at that. This is one of the best drop swirls I think I've ever achieved. It is so gorgeous. Look at the detail. But you can also see little pockets of fragrance oil. And I think that the only reason I can think that that happened is because I used a little bit too much by following the recommended usage rate. So that's kind of frustrating, but it's still a learning. And look at this end piece, guys. It's like a bullseye. I can't believe it. It's so amazing. This is what I love about swirls. You don't know what you're going to get until you cut them. It's so exciting. Okay, so it's time to cut the man soap. And my jolly cutter has been a pain at the moment. It's not staying up when I put it open, and it keeps falling down, as you just saw. That's alright. I don't give up. These soaps are beautiful and they smell great. I really do like the final scent in the final cured cold processed soap. It's manly, fresh and clean. It sort of reminds me a bit of maybe like a Lynx or something, but I think I've said that in the past about other man scents. I think I have a limited perception of man scents, but it's not too earthy or musky. It's nice and clean and bright, and for a man fragrance, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that smells kind of crisp but also smells like the perfect gentleman, and I really achieved that. But as you can see, lots of little pockets of that jolly fragrance oil. So next time I'll have to experiment with using half the recommended usage rate, and hopefully I won't get those little pockets. At the end of the day, they don't affect how the soap works. It still smells great and it still works great. It just affects how it looks. That's the only thing, and I want them to look professional and gorgeous. So that's why I'm a little bit miffed about these little bumps and whatever. But anyway, here we have the final soaps, and they're all cut and they look gorgeous, and the lighting is much better now the next day. Sorry about that late night lighting. Even with my spotlights, it's just not bright enough. I must invest in better lighting, I think. But yeah, I really love how these soaps came out, and I would really love to hear what you guys think is the better design for men. The plain black and white, or these incredible intricate swirls. Obviously I can't guarantee that the swirls are going to come out like that every single time. Especially not this one. This one reminds me of sea monkeys, like the little sea monkey picture on the packaging, not the actual sea monkey. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make these manly soaps, because men need pampering too. And I really want to show you this cool video that I made, like an ad for them, but unfortunately Ripple, which is the service I used, doesn't let me save the video, and I can't share it to you guys. But if you want to check it out, I did post it in StarrSoapy Family over on Facebook. And this week I'm going to highlight Cody Cunningham and his gorgeous green tea and lemongrass cold processed soap that he made and shared this beautiful picture in our group StarrSoapy Family over on Facebook. So come and join, because we'd love to have you. And if you like this video, feel free to hit that subscribe button, become a member of the StarrSoapy family, and feel the soapy love. Bye!
Oh